Hello and welcome to Euro Football Daily, where we're celebrating the return of the Champions League with 10 players you should keep an eye on in this season's competition. 10. Christian Pulisic. In all the fuss over Chelsea's attacking signings this summer, it's easy to forget that the club already has one of the continent's most exciting youngsters. Christian Pulisic was adapting to a new division and started only 19 league games thanks to injury last term, but still managed his best scoring season ever, hitting 9 and assisting a further 4 in the Prem, as well as grabbing 2 in 3 Champions League starts to end the campaign with the third most goal involvements in the squad. It's a testament to Pulisic's quality and Hazard's poor year in Madrid that no one is talking about Chelsea missing the Belgian anymore. And while Pulisic is yet to reach that level, he has the same electric turn of pace and surprising strength on the ball. In 2019-20, he completed 3 dribbles a game, ranking second to Kovacic, and brought Dortmund's front foot philosophy to West London, trailing only Mount in pressures among Chelsea attackers. For a 22-year-old, Pulisic has plenty of top-level experience too, with 26 Champions League appearances, just one off the record for an American player. Don't be surprised if he outshines Kai Havertz in Chelsea's European campaign. 9. Jule Kone. The subject of a €50 million summer bid from Man City, Jule Kone will have all eyes on him during the UCL group stages, as fans look for the attributes which attracted Pep Guardiola. But just starting for a Champions League side at 21 is impressive in itself, as was the Frenchman's maiden campaign in Andalusia, as Sevilla conceded just 34 league goals, behind only Real and Atleti in Spain and just one more than Liverpool. City's bid valued Koundé at more than twice the €25 million Bordeaux sold him for in 2019, and he seems well suited to a Pep system. Last year he averaged more dribbles per 90 than any other centre-back in Spain, and he passed the ball into the final third around 3 times a match. Not that much, but more than cultured centre-halves like Varane and Mario Hermoso. And while much was made of his height at 5'11", he still maintained a 63% aerial win rate, better than teammate Diego Carlos and even Sergio Ramos. With just over 100 senior appearances to his name, it's perhaps best that Koundé stays in Seville for now, and maybe he can add more silverware to the Europa League trophy he lifted last term. 8. Dominik Szoboszlai. Though heavily linked with Arsenal and AC Milan, Dominik Szoboszlai will remain in Salzburg for the 2021 campaign. And at 19 years old, there's no rush to move on just yet. The lanky midfielder heads into the Champions League group stage with 2 goals already, having netted in both legs of the playoff win over Maccabi Tel Aviv. And in fact, since Austrian football returned in May, he's scored 12 in 18 appearances for club and country at the time of writing. Szoboszlai is exactly what you'd expect from a Red Bull player. Creative and dangerous, he scored and assisted 23 in 27 appearances in the Austrian Bundesliga last time out, but he's also mobile, completing 2.3 dribbles a match, and hard-working, ranking in the top 10% of attacking midfielders and wingers across Europe for winning the ball back. And given his age and experience at both European and international level, he's likely to command a club record fee when he leaves Salzburg, with the club's biggest ever sale currently Naby Keita at just €30 million. Without Haaland, Salzburg will need Szoboszlai and Patson Daka to make the difference in this year's competition. If they do, Jesse Marsch's men could be tournament dark horses. 7. Sardar Azmoun. Nobody expects much of Zenit St. Petersburg in the Champions League, but the Russians head into the 2021 competition in hot form, on the back of consecutive domestic titles. Zenit won the league by 15 points in 2019-20, with the best attack and best defence in the division, and they boasted the top 2 scorers in the country too, with veteran Artem Zhuba and Iranian striker Sardar Azmoun hitting 17 apiece, outscoring 6 of the top flight's 16 clubs by themselves. Quick and strong in the air, Azmoun joined Zenit for €12 million in 2019, but has now been in Russia for 7 years, previously turning out for Rubin Kazan and Rostov. The 25-year-old, who almost joined Arsenal as a teenager, settled quickly in St. Petersburg, scoring and assisting 31 in his first 37 league appearances, and he's got experience in European competition too, contributing to 5 goals in his previous 12 games in the Champions League. Azmoun also boasts 32 in 50 at international level, a better strike rate than Messi or Ronaldo, and with little pressure and fewer miles in his legs thanks to the short Russian season, he could be a surprise star of the group stage. 6. Alexander Sorloth. If you're Crystal Palace and RB Leipzig want one of your players, perhaps you shouldn't sell. But Roy Hodgson let Alexander Sorloth join the Red Bulls for €20 million this summer, tripling the money he spent on the forward and sending the Norwegian to the 7th different league and 8th different club of his career at the age of just 24. To go from Croydon to Champions League requires something special, and Sonth had a spectacular 2019-20 on loan at Trabzonspor, where he finished as the league's top scorer and won the Turkish Cup. In 49 appearances in all competitions, the 6'4" giant netted 33 times and grabbed 11 assists, with his 33 goal contributions in league play, 2 more than Palace managed as a team in the Prem. And despite his size, he's a shockingly mobile player, better running out wide than as a target man, with over 2 completed dribbles a game, making him an intimidating prospect for fullbacks. If you like seeing defenders flattened, Sonth is your guy, and though he lacks Timo Werner's finesse, his pace and power should slot nicely into Julian Nagelsmann's setup, as Leipzig attempt another Cinderella run. 5. David Neres. With the departures of Ziyech and Van de Beek, Ajax come to the end of a golden generation, but the seeds are already sown for another. Per Schuurs and Ryan Gravenberch are growing into the side, while Brazilian winger Antony and Ghanaian midfielder Mohamed Kudus have arrived to supplement the attack. But central to the Dutch side's hope will be David Neres, surprisingly still an Ajax player at the old age of 23. Neres was part of Brazil's Copa America winning side in 2019, adding to the domestic double he earned the campaign before, but the 2019-20 season was a frustrating one. Ajax, league leaders when the Eredivisie was cancelled, were denied a likely title, and Neres himself made just 7 league starts thanks to a serious knee injury. Nonetheless, he scored 6 and assisted another in those games, and looked a Dutch league Dybala, with 2 chances created, 3 shots and 3 dribbles every game, a rare trifecta. In 15 UCL appearances to date, Neres has 5 goal contributions, and should now be hitting his prime, when the athleticism of youth is complemented by the tactical intelligence of a mature player. A strong year in Europe could propel him back onto super club shopping lists in 2021. 4. Leroy Sane. Man City have become unaccustomed to seeing stars leave, and the departure of Leroy Sane this summer has been particularly painful. His absence last year contributed to City losing their grip on the Premier League, and with 12 months on his contract, he refused to consider a switch to any club except Bayern Munich, allowing the Germans to land him for just €45 million, almost half of Transfermarkt's €80 million valuation. Sitting out a year of his early 20s clearly hasn't helped Sane, but the German has returned to action at the start of 2021 as if determined to make up for lost time. Handed Arjen Robben's number 10 shirt, Sane grabbed a goal and 2 assists in his first game in 13 months, an 8-0 drubbing of Schalke, and though the Bavarians lost their second fixture 4-1 to Hoffenheim, the 24-year-old is currently taking or assisting 7 shots a game, just 1 fewer than Mikel Arteta's Arsenal. Bayern romped to the treble in 2019-20 with Perisic and Coman sharing the wing, and Sane is a clear upgrade on both, with electric pace, skill, vision and an eye for goal. If he wins the Champions League next year, City fans will have another reason for misery. 3. Sergio Dest. With Pulisic flying and Weston McKennie joining Juve, it's a good time to be an American soccer fan, and Sergio Dest is the next star to earn his stripes. A strong campaign with Ajax saw the right-back agree terms with both Bayern Munich and Barcelona over the summer, but in the end he heads to Catalonia for around €22 million, replacing Nelson Semedo on the flank. With Koeman and de Jong to help him settle, Dest should adapt fast, but relying on him as a starter may be premature. At 19, the 3-capped international is understandably raw, and a bet for the future rather than the present. However, it's a smart gamble. Last season, Dest won a huge 80% of the tackles he attempted, and completed 1.5 dribbles per match at a 66% success rate, showing both game reading and athleticism. He's also accustomed to both pressing and possession football, and has an eye for the final pass too, with 4 assists in 15 starts last year. An ageing squad and limited funds mean the Blaugrana will have to trust in youth this season. Dest will hope he can repay their faith. 2. Ruben Dias. After injuries saw them play Fernandinho and even Rodri at centre-back in 2019-20, Man City were determined not to face the same problem this season. However, a failed move for Kalidou Koulibaly derailed their summer plans, and in the end Pep Guardiola dropped €113 million on Nathan Ake, recently relegated with Bournemouth, and Ruben Dias, who has only played in the Portuguese league. Those are premium prices for subpar CVs, but Dias does come highly recommended. The 23-year-old has already won a domestic title and the UEFA Nations League in his short career, and though he doesn't have spectacular defensive numbers, with just 2 tackles and interceptions per 90 with Benfica, he is, of course, an excellent distributor, hitting nearly 6 accurate long balls a game, behind only Ederson and Laporte in the City squad. He should have the physique for PL ball too, winning 60% of his aerial duels, that's 5% better than Koulibaly. Sitting between Laporte and Walker should make Diaz's life easier, but after 3 successive quarter-final exits from the Champions League, the Portuguese will need to settle quickly to help break the citizens' hoodoo. 1. Jude Bellingham. A young player on the rise moving to Borussia Dortmund just feels right, and Jude Bellingham seems to have adapted to life in Germany already. The Englishman, who joined Birmingham City at 7 and only turned 17 over the summer, chose BVB over Man United, and though it was expected that he'd be eased into the first team, he started the season's opening 2 fixtures, grabbing an assist on his debut. Bellingham's record in the Championship looks the perfect fit for Dortmund. With 4 tackles and interceptions per 90, he won possession more often than anyone in the Schwarz-Gelben midfield except Thomas Delaney, and only Julian Brandt, a converted forward, could better his 1.5 dribbles a game. And early returns in the Bundesliga suggest he could be a special passer too. He passes forward twice as often as Axel Witsel, completes more long balls at a higher rate, and gets possession into the final third more regularly, staggering in a player nearly 7 years younger than Scott McTominay. The Champions League will offer a true test of Bellingham's ability, and if he shines there too, his ceiling might not exist. This looks like yet another player Lucien Favre will have to fight to keep. So those are our 10 players to watch in the Champions League, but who did we miss out and who would you have included? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, drop us a like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell to never miss a video. We'll see you next time.